Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
It's Sooshi Mango.
Well, it's the ethnic dads from Sooshi Mango. Hello, gentlemen.
That's good to see you.
Hi.
Johnny, Vince, Sam, good to see you.
Good to see you all. You guys are quite extraordinary. You've been watched over, I don't know, not by police necessarily, over 1 billion times.
No, 600 billion times.
No,
26 million hundred of times.
Yes.
And you have over 5 million followers.
No, 600 million followers.
That's right.
We got
That's right.
that's a little bit more than 5 million.
A little bit more.
And so tell us your story. Tell us the story of you three ethnic young older men. I don't call everyone that.
No. Well, when I come here in about 1956, I was come with the one suitcase and the one shoe. But no one know that the suitcase have $1 million. It's a very hard life.
It was a 1 million lira, which was $6 a strike.
Yeah, that's right.
But he was to sell artichokes for 50
Artichokes
years.
on the street.
Artichokes
street,
and on the weekend the goats.
And artichokes back in Australia, because I'm boring and white. I'm like 8th generation convict Australian, so there's no ethnicity in our family. Although my daughter-in-law, my son, recently married a Greek girl. So I went to a Greek christening, an Orthodox Greek christening, for my little grandson.
They dunk. They
do the whole
baby like
dunking.
a dunk.
That really blew me away.
Yeah, but it's no water, it's olive oil they're dunking.
That's right.
Because the kid was so soft when he came out.
Sometimes olive oil, sometimes ouzo. They dump ouzo.
Yes.
And I just thought, I felt like I just got christened as a Catholic, which is kind of boring.
I feel you've missed out.
Yeah.
And I know that you guys are Italian and Greek. There's a mix of the continents.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
no, we're Italian.
No, we're Italian.
Well, all Italian.
all
No,
of
but
that.
Jim, the fish and chip shop owner, he's a Greek next door to us.
Right, yeah.
Our friends Tasso, Costa and Stavro,
Yes.
Yep.
they're good friends of
Good
ours.
friends of ours.
They own the Kalamata fish and chips. They're
Yeah,
Greek.
the
Yeah,
Greek
but the
boys.
Johnson?
Jonesy.
Johnson.
Johannesburg.
Listen, Johnson, you look Calabrese. You look a little bit.
Well, you know what? I was in Italy. I was in Florence, or Firenze, as we say.
Firenze.
And I was just I walked in this coffee shop, and I just went, eh. And this guy said, eh. And he said to my wife, he said, "Is your husband Italian?" I said, "No, he's not
He
Italian."
looks a Calabrese.
It looks like Calabrese.
A little bit.
Had pizza hanging out of his mouth. That might have been a giveaway.
Amanda here has Germanic features.
Well, I'm not. Well, no, I'm not German.
You
No,
look,
but
you
you
look
Like
German.
a German Shepherd. What's that mean?
No, she don't look like
No,
German Shepherd is
German.
That's a
Tell
rude
us
to say.
and we'll see.
It's a very rude.
That's a very rude to say.
No, I'm
You don't mean
misunderstanding.
nothing
Sorry.
by that.
like a Fraulein.
Maybe Fräulein and Norwegian.
Maybe. Well, thank you. And so, do you take your own food on the road? Because I know food's a very important component of your lives.
Yes, we take the food
all the time.
all the time. Otherwise,
Snack on an artichoke.
artichoke,
The stuff.
salami,
Try of lasagna.
leg of prosciutto, whatever.
Yeah.
Who invented? When you look at souvlaki, so the Lebanese will say that they had the kebab, and the Greeks will say the gyros.
Yes.
Who came first?
I don't know
because we're
I'm
Italian.
Italian.
I know.
What's wrong with you, Johnson?
I'm a white guy. Everyone looks the
white.
same. That's the problem.
Why do you lump all foreigners in together?
Because that's what happened. Didn't you watch They're a Weird Mob? Did you ever see They're a
Can't
Weird
say
Mob?
Listen,
nothing.
Johnson, let me tell you something.
Yes.
It's all a pizza. Because the kebab, a souvlaki, you roll up, it's a kebab souvlaki. If you make a flat, it's a pizza.
Souvlaki is a pizza rolled up, so we was invented. Italian was invented that way.
That's
You
right.
understand, Johnson?
I died.
Plus, we don't want to say nothing because we make a war here in Sydney.
I don't want to
say
war.
nothing.
Because there's too much war going on.
What are we
need
going to
more
see on
peace.
stage with you guys? What happens on stage?
I take my pants off.
He does this
I
year.
do
He take
take my
his
pants
pants
off,
off.
for real. But we do some song, we do some dance, we do all the Johnny, Vincent, Sam is on stage.
The
We
wives
got
over there.
The wives, Giuseppina, Angela, Carmela. We go to the Greek boys, Tasso, Stavro, and Costa. And we got some other stuff and a little bit song and dance, and that's it. Please come to the shop because we need to make money. We got to buy some units. So come on.
We was to do the same show last year. It was a so success that we put more show this year.
Good.
And plus, we put more show because I got a big tax bill this year.
No,
So
don't
we
say
need to pay.
nothing.
No, say nothing.
Please.
Come on, please.
So can you pay like through like credit card or stuff, or do you have to pay cash?
Credit. What's a credit?
No, we don't
Credit
go
card.
to-
What's a
What's
credit?
the meaning?
I don't
We
only
understand
pay
what
this,
that-
I'm
Sorry,
enjoying the
I
bling.
still-
I'm a lover of jewelry, and you all sport some quite extraordinary bling.
I get all this for my christening when I was born. Come
So
here.
you've worn it since then?
Since then.
Is the Italian christening to the Greek christening, is it the same? Do you get the dunking?
Man, what's you with the Greek all the
No,
time?
you
It's
fascinated
like-
with the Greek.
I like to, I like to
Johnson,
broaden-
we Italian, we don't understand about the Greek thing, you know?
I
It's
know,
a
but
different thing.
I'm just saying I'm hanging on to the closest thing that I can as far as I've got this Greek.
You
in
got the
my
Greek,
family.
Listen,
you got the Greek
So-
connection.
Yeah.
Understand the connection.
Listen,
Connection.
with the Italian christening, you eat just a little bit from 7 o'clock to 12 o'clock at night. We eat no stop. That's the only difference.
What a celebration!
Yes, it's all about it.
That's why I'm
And then,
a little bit fat. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, you guys look fantastic, and you look great when you're nude up on stage when you take your pants off.
Hey,
No, that's. I wish my wife would think of that. She kick me out of the house when I take my pants off.
that's right.
Because you might think something's happened.
Or you think he's got a lot of hair on his face, you should see his
legs.
down there.
Yeah.
It's a little bit the bush. But anyway, Johnson.
Yeah, I noticed you've got a bit of paper.
Paper,
Oh, yeah, Papa,
yeah,
I got
yeah.
it here.
Yeah, here's a paper. here
Papa for you.
That's for Tom.
Not from the tax department.
No, that's
No, that's.
actually no, that's the list for.
Yes, you need a little bit of haircut, my friend.
I know Tom has long
Tom.
hair.
Yeah.
It's not your thing, is it, guys?
No.
You've got
No,
short,
you look
thick,
like
dyed hair.
You look like a Baywatch lady with a hair like that.
Oh, I don't think he got up this morning and thinks, I hope I look like Pamela Anderson.
Pamela Anderson.
Just the hair, though.
Yeah.
Yasmin.
Yeah.
Pamela Anderson now, or is that?
Yeah, no, he look like
Maybe
Gene
like
Simmons now, but
You look a little bit like Gina Simmons.
For tickets to see Sooshi Mango on their homemade, head to ticketek.com.au.
Yes, Johnson. Yes.
It's
We're going to
always.
be in Sydney 23 and 24 of August.
4 shows at the Enmore Theatre.
Are you going to be at the Enmore? Brilliant.
Yes. What a great
we
place.
went to do the Kuros Bank Arena 2 times the last time.
And you packed that place out.
you pick it
Yes.
up.
Yes.
But we tell the taxation office only once.
There's also that.
All right.
We love you guys, and thank
Arrivederci.
you.
All right.
Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao, Johnson.
Ciao, ciao.
I'm happy to see you both. Thank you.
Pamela,
Thank you.
ciao. Good to see you, Pamela.
Pamela.
Ciao, Baywatch.
Ciao.
All right.